Alright, today's lesson is about using multiple focal points to compose an image. Today's goals are to be able to define the concept of visual dynamics, explain why an artist may want to be using multiple focal points in their artwork, and describe how your eye moves through a composition. Ultimately, you need to be able to emphasize a focal point in your own work using multiple focal points if necessary, and this should be seen in your thumbnails, preliminary sketches, and of course in your final artwork where appropriate. So what is visual dynamics? Well, first of all, it's simply the process of how your eye travels throughout an artwork. It's the visual path that your eye follows. This path may be different for different people, right? There's no definitive right or wrong answer as to what the visual dynamics for a particular artwork or image might actually be. It is important to note, however, that the artist may try to visually guide the viewer's gaze through their artwork using a variety of strategies, such as leading lines and contrast. This image, Sunshine and Solitude from 2010, is created using explosives that burn the surface of a piece of paper. For me, the first focal point, or the primary focal point, is the bird flying through the sky because of the distinct contrast of the dark value of the bird's wings against the light value of the sky. From there, my eye travels to the secondary focal point, which is the mountain, because of the distinct use of lines. These very thin lines are not seen anywhere else in the composition and really give a sense of kind of the smoothness and subtle textures of the mountainside. From here, my eye travels to the tertiary focal point, which is on the right-hand side of the image. This looks like a plant that explodes, literally, up from the ground and into the sky. It's this bridging of the horizon line that captures my attention next. From here, my eye is going to travel along the bottom of the composition, following the dark explosions, which represent foliage, to the shadow of the bird on the ground. Alright, again, this one's a little bit harder to see because of the more uniform use of value, but it's the repetitive shape that grabs my attention. From here, my eye travels back up towards the horizon line to the small bit of white that just crests the horizon. And finally, my gaze returns full circle back to the bird in the sky. It's this circular motion or circular path that artists create which really helps to engage the viewer and keeps the viewer's attention within the composition of an artwork for a prolonged period of time. And this is really the aim of an artist. You want the viewer to be as captivated for as long as possible. And using multiple focal points is one strategy that an artist can use.